Hi guys, it's time for Friday's book haul. So I have just a nice pile of books next to me today, which is good, but I've got a quick funny story first. So yesterday I kept telling my son that it feels like it's Saturday. Don't know why, just for some reason it kept feeling like it was Saturday. So I stayed up till 4:30 this morning, went to bed, having the best sleep, and the phone rings and this little voice is saying, "Nat, are you coming to the bookstore today?" You should have seen how quick I jumped out of bed. I got ready and down there in half an hour at record speed. So, and I have never been late or forgotten to go before. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks. So my first book here is an old one. I got it for now it's the dust cover. I just grabbed it. I thought it was the actual cover because I didn't look very closely when I was out there. I was in a bit of a rush. So it's the Mystery in the Doctor's Office, but I really love that cover. Maybe for a nursing journal, something like that, medical one. So, but the pages are quite nice and thick. This would make quite a good altered book or something actually. So I'll probably use it all. So that's that one. I've got this Our Heritage Old Roses. Now they did have a sale last Saturday to try and whittle down the non-fiction books. So they must have had a whole lot out the front on sale prices. And what didn't get sold ended up in the bins. So I tried to salvage what seemed usable from that. So this looked like a good one. Lovely illustrations in it. Might be able to watercolour them, but I like them just as is. It's a 1987 book. So there's just a lot of writing pages, but I'll be able to use those. And we've got our photos. Nice size for journaling cards and pockets. And then just your little illustrations, which I think are quite nice. There's not a lot in it, but that's all right. Grab this cross stitch designs. I used to really enjoy doing cross stitch. Now it's got all the patterns. I mean, they can be used. They make quite nice filler pages. You could even colour in if you wanted. But I know at the start I think it has the pictures and they can look really cool. I can make some belly bands with these strips, border strips. So I'm sure I'll be able to do something with some of that. Then there was this Intelligence in Animals. I always have to grab anything that's got to do with animals. This is 95. So lots of beautiful colour photos. Love that one. That'd be a nice fussy cut. That looks creepy. They must all be males going for the one female or something. Jostle for the right to mate with a female. That poor woman. It's got some beautiful photos. And next one, oh, avalanche is happening here as usual. Stick that up there and that up there. This one is Nature Watch. I haven't really looked at any of them. I just grabbed them because when the covers looked like they might have some good photos. This one's 81. couple of nice pictures in there. I like the snake. Ones like this I can break down pretty quick. Grab the ones for the themes that I know I'm going to make and see what I can do with the rest. And this is Exploring the Secrets of Nature. It's a Reader's Digest. And this one is 1994. This should have some nice photos. Yeah, and illustrations, which are pretty cool. Doesn't that look amazing? It's going to be a fun one to go through and look at. And then we have birds. Beautiful peacock. It's a shame that is across both pages. Could still do something with that though. Take it out as a whole page, but I don't think I can. You could join it back together though and cut it down. 1978, this one. A few nice photos, like the duck one. And this is another Reader's Digest. It's the Book of Facts. 87. I think I've got one of these around here somewhere already. Some interesting information and a few good pictures. I love the illustrations, they're really cool. The page is awesome. I really like some of that one. I found this postcard for a stamp bulletin reader. Golden Book Encyclopedia. I've got a whole set of these plus a few here somewhere, but they make really good embellishments, the pictures in these. Or they will when I get around to them. 1981. That page. Then yes, don't know how many of these I've got now. Funniest thing, when I moved into the house I'm in now about 5-6 years ago, I got rid of most of my books that I had been holding on to, you know, since I was a child, and that because I just didn't look at them and didn't read them. They were just collecting dust. And this was one of them, because this was my fairy tale book when I was young. And so now that I'm allowing myself to collect books for junk journaling, every time I see it I grab it, and I don't know why. Yeah, one day I'm going to grab one, I'm going to look at it, and it's going to be the one that I was gifted. Oh no, that wasn't me, that's Darren. Christmas 73. So, some cool pictures though. Quite a nice size, some of them. Yes, spent many an hour reading these ones. Oh, I don't even remember getting this. Oh yes, I do. I looked at the back of it and thought, what? But it's this building meaningful albums. Yeah, so scrapbooking. You always get a few good ideas even for your journals, even if you're not a scrapbooker, of how to use things. So the pictures are quite nice too. I can use them to make tuck spots in journaling cards. This is Illustrators of Australia book. This might have some interesting bits and pieces in it. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Grab this Adelaide Story, Colin Teeley. And of course Adelaide is the main city in South Australia, the state that I live in. 1982. And should have some good vintage pictures. A bit large, but I can cut some of them down. Ones like this sketch I really like. That one's pretty cool. And then there was this. I'll take the dust cover off. It's History of Travel. I thought it sounded interesting. It's 1925 maybe? No. What are you reading that? 79. That's earlier than I thought actually. So I've got a pocket in there, I'll have to cut that out. Oh yes, look at that for ephemera. Glossy, but that doesn't matter, still beautiful. Lovely old, looks like German maybe, yeah, something like that. But they're matte pages as well, which is really cool. That looks like fun, that one. Ultimate Chocolate. You can tell what I had on my mind. Yes, and I did buy some on the way home. So, just looked so pretty on the front cover. Just trying to not like cut down on the amount of like chocolate and recipe books I get, because I've got a few now and enough to make a good few journals. This one's 97. Lots of little recipes in there by the looks. Things like that recipe would be alright. You could do a belly band or something with that, or a little tuck down the bottom of a page or side of the page, and you've got a recipe as well. So now a couple of big ones. In Australia's Endangered Wildlife. Haven't looked in these, but the coffee table books. Oh, look at that. It's way big, but beautiful. $19.90. It is huge. Beautiful photos, illustrations. You'd be able to cut them down. They are huge, but you could cut that down a lot and fold it and have it as a centre page or a fold out or something. So I think I'll probably do that. That's the same bird picture, I think, there. Could fussy cut some bits out if they're too big. Oh, that is just beautiful. Amazing illustrations. They look like they're photos. Oh, sorry about the glare. This big parrot one. Glad I grabbed that. And you know, they're just amazing pictures, and to think that was out the front on sale for a very low, would have been $1 or $2, and no one bought it. So it's a real shame. But that's alright, because I will do something with that. And I think I've had this one before, and this is just as amazing. It's Birds of Australian Gardens and their paintings. So some information that someone's left in there. So this one is, I'm not sure. Probably about the same, I would say. Oh yeah, beautiful paintings. I think if you've got a larger journal, you could fold it out as a middle page and turn it around that way. And keep it pretty well intact then. Oh, goldfinch. I've had them in my yard just recently because I let the weeds go a bit too much over the last year, and they loved seeding the weed seed heads. So, and the silver eyes, got them out there as well. They're a bit better size, these ones, aren't they, for your journal pages? The crested shrike tit. They're funny looking things. Funny name too. Willy Wagtail. Yeah, these are all ones that we have around here. Beautiful book. This is the Spanish Riding School. I don't know how good this one is, but I know that some people really love horses, so it's good to save these ones. And I know that the Spanish horses, you know, are usually just beautiful. Have beautiful stance. 72. A bit blurry. Be nice if they took clear photos. That one's a bit better. It's got some map pages, which is good. They're nice. And that's really good, that one. Could make quite a nice journal out of this. And this one, fruit and vegetable cookery. I love the cover of this. It's in quite good condition by the looks, considering it's like material covered. I love the picture on it. Just really nice, vintage looking. Interesting. It must be late 60s, early 70s by the look of that. Check out the colour in that. Does it tell us 62? Yeah, it's a beauty, this one. It smells weird too. But aren't these a great size, the pictures and the little recipes for making embellishments of different sorts. I love that. And then the last one I got, which I now probably have 3 or 4 of these, because I think I showed you one, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. Explore Australian wineries, and I like these because they have the wine labels, and I keep telling you every time I hate wine, but the wine labels are cool and would make great ephemera. So you've got all these pictures, so I might be able to do some envelopes and that with the pictures, but it's the labels. How cool are they to cut out and use as pockets and journaling cards and tuck spots and little, you know, the top of a cluster embellishment or something. Really cool. So I'll be able to get all the books together and cut these all out one day, and I'll have stacks of them, which is going to be great, and they can go in recipe journals, wine journals. Yeah, just beautiful. So that's it for me. As I said, it was a really nice sized book haul this week. Not too excessive, but still some goodies there. So I hope that you all have the most wonderful weekend. Wherever you are, look after yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.